Should legislation be created targeted at one specific person?
It doesn't mention anyone in the legislation, but
you've said it was aimed at her.
We've all been under a spell that somehow men can be women and women can be men, and nobody knows what the difference between a man and a woman is, and that a man can get pregnant and all of these crazy things. Well, there is a massive fight happening in the House in DC right now over the first trans member of Congress. So Representative Nancy Mace, who is a full-on woman, she's got it all, she does not want biological men in the women's bathrooms. That would have been a position that 10 years ago every sane person would have agreed with. The media, of course, is going after Nancy Mace. She is enemy number one right now. Here's Yesterday on the Hill.
Here she goes. Here's Congresswoman Mace. Congresswoman Mace, can I ask you a question as you walk here? So the question is, with your piece of legislation about banning women from using...
100% yes.
My question to you is...
It doesn't go far enough. I'll be filing more bills.
You have said that it was created in response to Congresswoman-elect McBride.
100%.
But should legislation be created targeted at one specific person?
It doesn't mention anyone in the legislation, but
you've said it was aimed at her.
No, I have said it's a result of this. I'm not going to allow biological men into women's private spaces. I will stand in the brink and stand in the way of anyone on the radical left who thinks that it's okay for a penis to be in a women's locker room or a bathroom or a changing room. Hell no. I'm not going to stand for it. And the Speaker said it would be in the House rules package. If it's not, I'll be ready with a motion, a privileged motion to force a vote on this. This is not okay. I'm a survivor of rape. I'm a survivor of sexual abuse. And I'm not going to allow any man in any female private spaces.
Now, Speaker,
end of story. And by the way, I'm getting death threats from men pretending to be women. Why is it that these crazy people, the insanity, the radical left, are willing to kill women over a man's right to be in a women's restroom?
Speaker Johnson is...
I mean, you can't argue with any of that, can you? You really can't. On top of the fact that she's a survivor of rape and sexual assault, she might have a little skin in this game. And she's just factually right. And we have to stop playing these weird linguistic games. Even the phrase transgender woman and all of these things, like they have just dragged us to the precipice of hell. We're finally fighting back in a cultural sense. And although this is in some ways just like this little nothing about bathrooms in the House, it does represent something much bigger.